Teams combined 2 of 17 is the lowest first quarter for Minnesota this season. As you see, it ties their fewest in any frame. As we are getting down to the stretch. Derek White. There you go. Promised the second quarter would be better.
That's how you start it, Red. You go right to a pick and roll with White, get the matchup you want, get the space, knock down the three.
Bones Highland led Minnesota in that first quarter with 4 points. This Nas Reed. Gobert couldn't squeeze it. And the Celtics back the other way with Pritchard. That move is so patented with Pritchard. Highland leaking out. Dosunmu didn't feel like he could get it to him. White with the deflection, steals and blocks. Such a good defender. Gonzalez, Shireman, three.
Turn the ball over. The ball movement in transition for the Celtics.
Wild shot, Dosunmu. Rudy Gobert at the line, age 34 now. Three-time Olympian representing France. A couple of silver medals. Thanks to the guy who finishes at the rim often.
Go to Rudy Gobert, who's number 1, 699 screen assists. That's the most in the NBA. And for those of you who don't know what a screen assist is, when he comes up, obviously when Ant-Man or Julius Randle sets the screen and those guys able to knock it down. 699. Guess who's number 2? Tatum. With all the high screening rolls with Brown and Tatum.
End of the clock, Pritchard never touched the rim. Back the other way. Bones Highland. And this Timberwolves team searching for offense. They are 6 of 26. So, Reggie, tell me, if you're a screen assist fan, this is the matchup you dream of right here.
Absolutely. My Davis boys, they were high in those numbers.
White threw it away. Highland on the push. Speed and speed. Raheem Dosunmu. And a foul by Pritchard will bring Bones to the line.
Screens can cause confusion with the defense in the front court.
We always say, hey, you got to communicate, got to help your teammate. Do things like that linger in your mind if that happens to you?
And you start looking at your teammate funny if they don't call it.
Come on, Rudy.
Right?
What happened with KG on the floor?
KG was great everywhere, by the way.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
And in Minnesota, too.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of KG, the big three, Paul Pierce is sitting right near midcourt. Kevin's number up there, along with 34. There's Paul.
Is that Paul or Rockstar Paul? It's a whole different mode right now, mate.
He came to say hi to us, and the diamonds on the watch lured me.
He had diamonds on his glasses. I thought he was
Reed, all kinds of moves. Highland looking for a call. None there. Boston's only been whistled for 4 fouls. Just 3 on Minnesota so far. There's a key to screen for White.
Oh, what a screen and roll right there. Great hands.
Can't it look like Dream in a training session? Here, this is how you do it. Up fake, they fly by, I do this.
McDaniels able to knock it down over Hauser. Just the 7th field goal for the Timberwolves in the first 15 minutes of this one. Julius Randle playing most of that first quarter. Resting here to start the second. White the 3. And back the other way comes Highland. He'll jack the 3 and knock it down.
Tell him goodbye.
Watching him play.
Yes.
There's such joy to it, fun. He was second team all-rookie with the Nuggets in 2022 when he came into the league out of VCU. And the defense on Hauser back cutting there. Gonzalez. Presence at the rim by Gobert. Oh, fancy by White. Gotta go. Gonzalez dribble it off the leg of Dosunmu when he's called for the foul.
If you don't, you'll open up the court for space for your three-point shooters. Young big fellas out there, this is how you stick around, this is how you earn a win.
And Cada really developing in year 5 at the Utah State. First couple of years in Sacramento. This is his best run. A piece of that shot as Highland had it blocked. Tatum off the bench and back in. White secondary finish. Boston does play with the slowest pace in the league, but they are very intelligent and methodical about when they take their opportunities, and leads to good offense. Dosunmu will take and make.
Good.
He danced around that screen, but Gobert deserves so much credit for that basket. He got him open 2 different times in one possession.
Tatum dribbles into a three. Missed that. Remember, he missed his first 8 shots on Friday in Memphis. And struggling out of the gate here with his first 3 off the mark. Goes smooth. Why not? Gets that 3. Joe Mazzulla will
kickstart the relationship. I want guys to know that I'm here for them. And it's just one of the ways that this veteran continues to earn everyone's trust.
That's a cool story, Zora. A dozen years with Memphis, now 19 years in the league. It's a lot of handshakes. Tatum could not finish at the rim. Remains 0 for the field thus far. Mostly in a backup role on this team. Travels. You guys have any handshake stories from your days in the league?
Well, I grew up watching.
He's right. It does bring that team camaraderie, and sort of thinking kind of goes into it a little bit. We were both big Michael Jackson fans. Still are.
But to have a different one with each guy,
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
That's a lot.
That's tough.
That was good video. All over it. 3 to shoot, Tatum. Nice screen by Garza, however, it was illegal. And a foul was called on Luka. Offensive foul on the Celtics. His second.
Right now in the second quarter, kind of stuck in mud offensively here, Jamal.
Yeah, they are. You're getting good ball movement, but there's no reward for it right now.
Hauser giving Randall no space. Clock at 5. Randall going to try from this side. There's a spin. Garza comes across. Gobert finishes at the rim.
What you love about Gobert is he was open right there, but he sold out and used that energy to still get a putback for his team. He's not the guy that's going to say, you know what, I'm going to get on the post. I'm just going to make the best of the situation.
Jaylen Brown, multiple pump fakes. Nothing there. White down behind the play. Joining now. DiVincenzo turned away, and the 3 knocked down by Dosunmu. And Minnesota ties the game and takes the turnover. Io to the basket.
What a move.
For the lead. Underneath.
How does that happen?
I have no idea. It was like I was playing defense out there the way he just got up. I lost my man all the time, but that was oops.
The Celtics dominant in the paint, and there's good defense, too, by Boston. You get the ball in the paint against the Celtics. A lot of those Boston jerseys show up. DiVincenzo able to finish inside. He's got 5 now. Tatum can get going. Garza left free. It's alive by Hauser. Garza again. That one works.
You know what I love about Tatum right now, though? He's not fighting the game. He's not just trying to force everything. He's saying, you know what, I'm taking my shots, they're not there, but I'll still make plays for other people.
Randall wanted the call. Evan Scott says all ball. Celtics back the other way. Randall frustrated, so extending his defense out on White. Gobert's presence a factor there off White. Minnesota ball. Most of these Timberwolves, a very limited part of that 18-game slide. But a chance to change it here for the second half. First play, Tatum goes at the basket. And Gobert, and makes his first field goal of the night.
Wasn't settling for a jump shot. He put his head down and attacked Gobert to get all the way to the cup. See if I can get a string going for Tatum.
Off the turn, DiVincenzo long on the 3. And the rebound punched back to Tatum. White on the break. And he is fouled by Dosunmu on the...
Minnesota erased a 15-point lead in that first half, so walking back onto the court, I asked Joe Mazzulla what happened.
He has talked about the last 4 games, unhappy with the number of live ball turnovers. Celtics blowing that lead. Their great radio voice, Sean Grandy, reminded me at halftime. Celtics have won 37 in a row and leading by 15. First game of the year, Detroit blew a 15-point lead. We're up 15, and in this one, as Randall misses, hits the line inside, but did not establish back inbounds. It'll be Boston ball.
He is, and he's going to continue to give him that confidence.
Great pickup on the communication between those guys, often talked about. Tatum and Kata couldn't get out of each other's way.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Now, when they touch the basketball, they're not even shooting. They're just touching it, getting a feel for it. And now he's hit a couple in a row.
Randall has seen 2. But what I like is Kata flashed at the basket. Tatum takes it away here. He did not ask for the ball. Tatum on the way to the basket. And there's the start to the third quarter we were talking about. Paul Pierce taking it all in.
And you can be healthy. You can be clear as you get confidence. The way you attack the basket, the way he's doing right now. 2 layups out of the 7 points.
DiVincenzo snaking his way. Gobert, not a clean catch. Still 5 on the clock. Daniels off in the corner 3. Brown on the rebound. Daniels 2 of 8 from the field. Brown Got Gobert inside. Timeout, Minnesota. At the game.
Did you just say wicked win?
Wicked win.
Nice.
The same way I read the promo here a couple of weeks ago. McDaniels rattling down three.
Come on, how good has McDaniels been shooting the three ball this year?
Career year. Yes, I had the pleasure of being in the gym with him. He actually trained with Cartier and my son and Caden Powers and saw the work he was putting in 2 and 3 times a day.
Tatum, hot quarter, 0 for 4 to start. Made his first three of the third. Off there, and Minnesota back the other way. There's the speed from Dosunmu to the basket.
Look, and he liked it. That was a running crossover right there. It wasn't one where he slowed down. He was running. It breaks stride.
When you surprise yourself, then you know it's good.
You know it's good. Watch his face. You're going to say, yeah, that was.
Let me tell you about me.
Yeah.
Brown inside. Oh, trying to get crafty. He had McDaniels' long arms there defensively. Dosunmu is the 38th overall pick by the Bulls in 2021. And followed up with a three. Entire career, his high school, his college, and then the start of his NBA career in his hometown of Chicago. Tatum, three.
Gobert have to come up and show a little bit harder.
DiVincenzo putting on some speed. Nice cut, Dosunmu to the basket.
Dosunmu just plays the right way because he doesn't need the ball in his hands. He gives it up. He knows when to slash or cut. And he's a great finisher.
You start to think about the playoffs and just having that great combination. Dosunmu will give him a little boost off the bench now. Brown off the mark. White fights for the rebound. Squeezed by Randall. Fans want to call. DiVincenzo triple. Rebound White back the other way. Anyone in the basket with a purpose.
The foul. Max Arbo was waiting to see if it went in.
Working on when he's coming back. A lot of step-up pick and rolls. Stuff that he's really, really comfortable with. Now he's in rhythm again.
National TV of the Timberwolves. More on these games, NBA.com, or visit the NBA app.
Is that your first on the bench game?
My first on the bench game, Austin Rivers.
So is that like when Michael Jackson would go to the House of Blues and he would just pop in and nobody knew he was coming and he would do his magic when he goes to the House of Blues?
That's it, right?
Yes,
it is.
I'm excited.
Mic to mic.
I know. I'm excited not to have you two guys crowded next to me. McDaniels. Excited to see Wemby again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, always.
Every time in person, it's a treat. The Spurs red hot. Pritchard out of the corner. Knocks down three.
And that's the second. Minnesota has absolutely lost where the offensive player was. They did it earlier with White, now they do it with Pritchard.
Deflected by Tatum. Celtics leading by 9. Joe Mazzulla years, 50-plus wins. 57, 64, and 61. His first 3 seasons. Gobert the screen. DiVincenzo off on the 3. Tatum back the other way for the C's.
If that drag spin again, that's when he can get downhill.
Finish, looks for the foul. No call. Back the other way.
He should have called it.
And he's upset, Red, because he's saying, you know what, I'm just now starting to get a rhythm.
Complaining went on too long. Tatum picks up a technical. And a foul here on Jaylen Brown as he was defending.
Contact to the neck area of Gobert.
Fans getting frustrated. The technical foul on Tatum was the first called on him this year. Minnesota trying to dig out of a hole. It was 15 points earlier in the game. 8 now. Randall continues to struggle. 1 of 11 from the field here tonight. Tatum has man in the air and draws the contact on McDaniels, and will come. All 3 coming in the first half of this quarter. Screen for Brown. Off the mark. We're talking about Boston and perhaps eyes on the number 1 seed, Detroit. They are 4 behind the Pistons in the loss column. So soon they speed inside for McDaniels, who punches it down. The Pistons have the tiebreak, so it's essentially 5 games Boston would have to make up here in the final dozen. But Detroit, of course, without Cade Cunningham. Nice split by Tatum to the basket for the finish. 13-point quarter here for Tatum. McDaniels, offense coming easy.
More quick.
And picks up full court. He's making Tatum work early.
How they got back in the ball game in the second quarter when they picked up full.
A lot of contact. Only Tatum on this possession so far. Brown for 3. an NBA title.
One of my top 10 favorite players ever, Kevin Garnett. The only person on the list is not a guard. He's the only one I thought that could mesh both worlds together. And that's hard.
Some guys you wish you played with in your career.
Yeah.
He is one guy that I wish I would spend some time in the same locker room, playing on the same court. He just brings that energy.
And for a generation maybe removed who did not see or enjoy Kevin McHale's great career here as Nas Reed misses. And Kevin McHale was just sensational to watch play. Ball thrown out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball from Hibbing, Minnesota. Mr. Basketball in the state, played at the U. Number 3 pick by the Celtics in 1980. 13 years, a Hall of Famer, and then that executive career with the Timberwolves back in his home state, drafting KG. Terrific on-air commentator as well. Enjoyed always listening to Kevin talk basketball, coaching. Did it all. Tatum on the pitch. Quick to 3.
Now in double figures for the Celtics.
10. Just joining us, no Anthony Edwards. Working through knee inflammation. McDaniels on the miss. Brown the rebound for Boston. Instead, it'll be a 1 to 2 week time frame. This is the end of that first week on Tuesday. So we'll see if it's another week or so. Right into the basket.